Kim Jong-un has been the supreme leader of North Korea since December 2011, yet despite his prominence in global news, many people know surprisingly little about him. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea, DPRK, established in 1948, operates under a totalitarian regime that heavily restricts information flowing in and out of the country. This has created a veil of secrecy surrounding the life of its leader, making it challenging to separate fact from fiction. However, Kim's life is not entirely shrouded in mystery. We know a considerable amount about his childhood, education, and the political landscape he navigates as the leader of one of the world's most secretive nations. Kim Jong-un is believed to have been born in the early 1980s to Kim Jong-il and Ko Yong-hui. The exact year of his birth remains unconfirmed by the North Korean government, which is a stark contrast to the national holidays celebrating the birthdays of his father and grandfather, Kim Il-sung. Initially, Kim lived with his mother in Pyongyang, surrounded by the privileges afforded to the North Korean elite. However, his life took a significant turn when he was sent to Switzerland for his education. In Switzerland, Kim Jong-un experienced a lifestyle far removed from the strictures of North Korean society. Despite the regime's stringent controls that prevent ordinary citizens from leaving the country or even traveling within it, members of the Kim family have enjoyed luxurious lives abroad. In Bern, Switzerland, the family resided in apartments purchased by the North Korean government for approximately $4 million. Photographs from this period show a young Kim enjoying various activities, from visiting Disneyland Paris to skiing in the Swiss Alps. These glimpses into his childhood paint a picture of a boy who lived a life of privilege, despite the oppressive regime he would later lead. During his time in Switzerland, Kim attended the International School of Bern, a private English-language institution that cost over $20,000 a year. Known to his classmates as Pak Hoon, Kim was reportedly obsessed with basketball, often seen wearing Adidas tracksuits and Nike sneakers. This casual, westernized appearance starkly contrasts with the military uniforms he would later adopt as the leader of North Korea. His love for basketball would later manifest in his friendship with former NBA player Dennis Rodman, which would become a notable aspect of his public persona. Kim's time in Switzerland ended in 2001 when his father ordered his return to North Korea. Upon his return, he began attending Kim Il-sung Military University alongside his older brother, Kim Jae-in. Although Kim Jong-il had not formally declared an heir, Kim Jong-un was widely perceived as his successor, particularly after his father deemed his other sons unsuitable. Kim Jae-in was considered effeminate, while Kim Jong-nam, Kim Jong-un's half-brother, found life in North Korea oppressive and chose to live abroad. Despite lacking significant military experience, Kim Jong-un rapidly ascended the political and military ranks. By 2011, he had been appointed a four-star general, deputy chairman of the Central Military Commission of the Workers' Party, and a member of the Policymaking Central Committee. His swift rise to power was facilitated by a combination of familial connections and a calculated political strategy that involved consolidating power and eliminating potential rivals. Following the death of his father in December 2011, Kim Jong-un became the third-generation supreme leader of North Korea. His ascension was marked by a series of purges aimed at solidifying his control. In 2012, North Korean media announced his marriage to Ri Sol-ju, a former cheerleader and singer in the country's famous Army of Beauties. The couple is believed to have 3 children, though their identities and ages remain closely guarded secrets. In the early years of his rule, it was widely believed that Kim's aunt and uncle were the true decision-makers behind the scenes. His aunt, Kim Kyung-hui, and her husband, Jang Song-thaek, served as trusted advisors. However, in a shocking turn of events in 2013, Kim ordered the execution of his uncle and several of his uncle's associates, solidifying his grip on power and sending a clear message about the consequences of dissent. This brutal act of purging potential rivals demonstrated Kim's willingness to go to extreme lengths to maintain control over the regime. Kim's tumultuous start as supreme leader continued as he aggressively pushed for North Korea's nuclear arms program. By 2013, Kim had conducted more nuclear tests in just 6 years than both his father and grandfather combined. The international community's condemnation intensified in February 2017 when Kim Jong-un's half-brother, Kim Jong-nam, was assassinated at Kuala Lumpur International Airport in Malaysia. South Korean and U.S. officials speculated that Kim Jong-un ordered the assassination, further heightening global suspicions regarding North Korea's leadership. As tensions escalated between North Korea and the United States, Kim Jong-un found himself at the center of a geopolitical storm. After taking office, U.S. President Donald Trump adopted a confrontational approach towards North Korea, demanding immediate denuclearization. Kim Jong-un responded by testing nuclear missiles, leading to a war of words between the two leaders. As insults flew on social media, the threat of conflict loomed larger than ever, with both sides engaging in a dangerous game of brinkmanship. However, 2018 marked a significant shift in Kim's strategy. In March, he made a secret trip to Beijing, his first known journey outside North Korea since assuming power. Just 1 month later, he made history by becoming the first North Korean leader to set foot in South Korea in 65 years during a meeting with President Moon Jae-in. This unprecedented summit signaled a potential thaw in relations on the Korean peninsula and raised hopes for a peaceful resolution to the long-standing conflict. Later that summer, Kim met with Donald Trump in Singapore, marking the first-ever meeting between a sitting U.S. president and a North Korean leader. The summit was widely covered in the media, with both leaders expressing optimism about their discussions. Kim referred to his relationship with Trump as special, signaling a willingness to engage in dialogue and explore the possibility of denuclearization. However, despite the initial optimism, subsequent negotiations faltered, and tensions resumed. As of April 2020, speculation arose regarding Kim's health, particularly after he missed his grandfather's birthday celebration, North Korea's most important holiday. Concerns grew when he was absent from public view for an extended period, leading to rumors of surgery. His previous health issues, including a mysterious 40-day absence in 2014 during which he returned limping and using a cane, raised further alarms. The lack of transparency surrounding Kim's health only fueled speculation about the future of North Korea's leadership. While some speculate that Kim is avoiding public appearances due to COVID-19 concerns, North Korea maintains a narrative of 0 confirmed cases, which many health experts find hard to believe. Regardless of the reasons behind Kim's absence, questions about his health have sparked discussions about his potential successors. With his children too young and his brother unlikely to take the throne, the future leadership of North Korea remains uncertain. Kim Yo-jong, Kim's sister, holds a political title and has been increasingly visible in state affairs, but the prospect of a female leader in North Korea seems unlikely to change anytime soon. The patriarchal structure of the regime, combined with long-standing traditions, makes it improbable that a woman would ascend to the highest office in the country. Another pressing concern is the fate of North Korea's nuclear arsenal. The U.S. has previously offered to assist in rebuilding North Korea's struggling economy in exchange for the surrender of its nuclear weapons, but whether North Korea will accept such offers remains to be seen. The international community continues to grapple with the complexities of North Korea's leadership and its implications for global security. Sanctions imposed by the United Nations and other countries have aimed to curb North Korea's nuclear ambitions, but the regime has shown little willingness to comply. Instead, Kim Jong-un has emphasized the importance of self-reliance and has continued to develop the country's military capabilities. In recent years, North Korea has conducted a series of missile tests, demonstrating advancements in its technology and a commitment to its nuclear program. These actions have drawn condemnation from the international community and have heightened tensions in the region. The ongoing standoff between North Korea and the United States remains a critical issue in global politics, with the potential for conflict always looming. As we reflect on Kim Jong-un's leadership, it becomes clear that he is a complex figure, shaped by his upbringing in the oppressive regime he leads. His childhood in Switzerland provided him with a unique perspective, yet upon returning to North Korea, he embraced the authoritarian principles of his predecessors. The brutality of his rule, marked by purges and an aggressive nuclear strategy, stands in stark contrast to the privileged life he once enjoyed. Kim's relationship with the international community is equally complex. While he has engaged in high-profile summits with world leaders, the underlying tensions and mistrust remain. His willingness to pursue nuclear weapons has made him a pariah in the eyes of many, yet he continues to hold significant power and influence in global affairs. In conclusion, Kim Jong-un's life and leadership encapsulate the contradictions of North Korea. From his privileged upbringing to his ruthless consolidation of power, Kim's journey is one of intrigue and complexity. As the world watches closely, the future of North Korea hangs in the balance, with Kim Jong-un at the center of it all. The questions surrounding his health, potential successors, and the fate of the regime's nuclear arsenal will shape the geopolitical landscape for years to come. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Kim Jong-un's life and legacy. Stay tuned for more insights into global leaders and the dynamics that shape our world.